Hello, everyone. We are going to be watching catask and jefferyx versus BlixLT and XeresLT. It looks like we just missed the first game, but I believe that's all we missed. It's supposed to start at like 3. It's 3:01. First game's already over. I'm in the house party channel looking for co-commentators. So let's see if we get more people to help out with that. XeresLT has said in the chat, partner's mouse doesn't work. Wait a second. I guess BlixLT is having some mouse troubles. And you're going to need a very good mouse if you play against catask. There are 2 other Bughouse World Championship matches going on at the exact same time. Andreas Perley 1 and Tim the Enchanter 97 versus Lock and Quay and Ferrari Fan 27. And Mosipa and L. Joshipov versus Emilio Chess and X Beerley. So probably this match will go pretty quickly, and then we'll try to cover some of the other matches. So this, I believe, is game 2. Task and Jeffrey also already have a lead of 1-0. It is first to 9, win by 2 condition to win the match. Just double check my sound levels. Okay. Yeah, we're good on that. So Task has traded queens. Jeffrey seems to have a very safe king. Xerxes has some holes in his position. So a pawn would be good for Jeffrey. If he doesn't get the pawn, he could drop the queen in, but we prefer a pawn. He could also tempo the queen, potentially. Interesting. That's a great move. So he traded the queen for rook, but is picking up a queen in the process. And his king is still safe, still attacking. Catask was able to use those trades to mate his opponent. Now we have Jeffrey on the left board here. So score is now 2-0. Catask has traded rooks. It's keeping the pressure up. Jeffrey is putting pieces around his king to maintain a safe king. Probably take with pawns, or bishop, so he can threaten knight at f6. Oh, he's going to try to undermine this bishop. That's interesting. He wants to get in on the dark squares on the left here. And Jeffrey keeping his king very safe. Finally, we're getting the knight check. He wanted to put his bishop on this diagonal. His king is still very safe. Oh, that's interesting. He sacked and then is able to pick up the queen. The test king is looking a little bit less safe, but I think it's going to be safe enough. If bishop takes bishop, he can take with king. And the knight will defend that square. If he just drops a rook check, king takes, this knight check won't work because bishop takes is an option. So that's mate for catask. Should advertise this in another Discord. So catask is traded immediately. We see they have a slight time advantage, which just goes up and up because catask is so fast. Jeffrey also. So Jeffrey again has a very safe king. Now he's pinning this bishop and looking to get more piece activity. Task is trading a bit. You probably have to let go of this queen eventually, but when he lets go of the queen, he's gonna. No, maybe he doesn't have to let go of the queen. This isn't even that scary because this knight check is covered. I mean, could he sack the queen pawn check? Yeah, I don't think there's anything to that. Okay, knight there could win the queen. So Blix was trying to get in on the king, but he traded so much that he made it his partner, unfortunately. Obviously the bishop out. A task developing that king's bishop. And he was willing to give up the queen to get an attack on BlixLT. Yeah, pawn check. Maybe take, try to get a knight in, or potentially a rook could be good. It's really, Jeffrey is really attacking hard. They're both stacking some pieces, but they are up about 8 seconds. Tess, his king is a little bit unsafe, but he has mate. New knight in, queen takes, knight take. Oh, never mind, not quite mate, but he's safe enough. Interesting. Gonna go back or okay. So another knight would be quite good for catask. There is a knight pin, another knight in take. So we could see new knight in check, king there. The knight actually
Hello,
guards
Chuck. It's Midnight Fox here.
Hey, Midnight Fox, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Awesome match we have going here. I'm looking at Katask's game, and it looks like two knights will mate. First knight drop at a5, king a4, and then a new knight on b2. That's
on b2, you're
checkmate.
right. You're right. That is the better square for the other knight. I didn't see that.
He has 10 seconds, so and two knights are like almost trapped, so they will win this one. But in this game, they actually had, I think the Lithuanian players had a decent position here. But yeah, they are very good, of course. And also Katask, as he wrote it in the chat, also that two knights mates now. So he has seen it.
Very nice. Our score is now 5-0. And remember, it is the first to 9 with a win by 2 condition. So this match may go quite quickly. Xerxes has already sacked on Jeffrey, which is probably a decent enough strategy. Given that Jeffrey is, for the first few games, always had a safe king. So it might be worth one piece to get his king.
I think this move that was hilarious that Jeffrey went up with his king just to capture the knight, and when Black didn't defend it, he took it. I thought that was quite funny.
That's what I would do, of course. I would have an adventurous king to try to win material.
So it looked maybe that when he played king e3, maybe Black should have played d5 instead of c5 there.
And Katask is turtling up a bit. He has quite a safe king, and they are using their extra material. Jeffrey trying to get a little bit of safety. A bishop would be good for Xerxes, or c5. But no bishop is forthcoming. Jeffrey just gave a piece. Oh, but he didn't take it, so it didn't matter.
Actually, I think the Lithuanians are doing good here because Jeffrey's king is still a bit unsafe on f2, and he has he has some play here, Xeres, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, diagonals are quite good for Xerxes, but he is down 10 seconds. I don't think he's going to get a diagonal.
No, we have two of the best chess players in the bughouse scene, so both Jeffrey and catask. So if they are up like 10 seconds and get a chess position where they are up a piece or so, they can make a lot of moves very fast.
Absolutely. So, okay. Oh, wow, and catask has a fairly crushing chess position if he can drop a few pawns for promotion, which I think is their plan.
Yeah, so when Blix takes the rook on g1, then the new pawn will come to f2.
Yeah, or he can knight check and take the rook, and then proceed after that. There's a few ways to do it. Catask says, I can chess a bit. Oh, he did it your way. And Jeffrey trades the queens and has a maiden attack as well.
Yes.
Our score is now 6-0, favoring Jeffrey and catask. Xerxes again is sacking immediately, which seemed to be a decent enough strategy last time. It's not working out so well this time. It was a decent enough strategy last time because at the cost of basically a pawn, Jeffrey had a vulnerable king, which he hadn't had a bunch of games earlier. But this time, Jeffrey was able to defend his king much quicker, and his king is not vulnerable at all, so they're just basically up a pawn, and Jeffrey's on the attack. Jeffrey wins back a queen, so now he's up material. Now a knight would be quite good. He's not even going to wait for it.
Yeah, we can see in this game that they traded queens when Jeffrey had, he was first to the pawn h6 attack. That's very important when you trade queens, to get the pawn h6 in first.
Absolutely. Saxeter says in the chat that catask is playing his crazy style, very positional. Yeah, catask has a lot of different gears to his game, and positional is absolutely one of them.
Yeah, he is a little bit like the Magnus Carlsen of bughouse. Maybe Magnus is also liking more positional and getting, getting small advantages and get them bigger and bigger. Like lots of d4 and put in pieces slowly.
Jeffrey maintaining the safe king and is traded off pieces he's hoping his partner can take advantage of. Jeffrey's staying safe, but they are actually down time this game.
Yes.
To the Lithuanians, as he said.
But Xeres is a little bit more unsafe, so when the trade comes here, there is some problems on h2 and on g1. There is some problems here for Jeffrey to exploit. Like rook g1 now is interesting.
Very true.
Yeah, now it's mate knight. He needs a pawn, yeah.
And there's the pawn. Yeah, they were winning on both boards.
And we are a bit unlucky because I see that there is another match going on in the Bughouse World Championship at the same time. It's
There are
unfortunate.
two other matches, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, and one more that's not in the schedule also.
Wow,
which I see.
They've traded this trade. I think Queen takes Queen is reasonable for Blix. Oh wow, he didn't do Queen takes Queen. I guess because his partner's king. A little bit unsafe, but that was his one opportunity to attack catask. Now catask is gonna consolidate.
Yeah, he couldn't trade queen because his partner's king was under attack on f7. It would have been too weak there, so they probably said no queen. That's why he put in the bishop there instead. So Xeres looks like a very bad position now. Maybe just take the rook.
That's interesting. Now you could have promoted to knight there even.
Oh no, yeah. There is a small chance because he can get like a queen on h2, but they will see it, of course, and sit like they have such a good control.
And the queen isn't forthcoming anyway. So maybe new rook in, then oh yeah, this works too. This mates.
Yeah, so we see 9-0 here. That's that's an expected score.
Bishop at e8 would have worked. This works too. So that is 9-0. That is GG's. Let's look and see if we can find where the other games in progress.
I see that Helm's Knight and Chicken Crossroad appears to be playing their match against Shekaya and the Major.
Oh,
they
are they?
Underway. Yeah, so we can switch to that one. It's almost ending, but we can see the end here maybe.
Oh, that one wasn't even on the schedule.
No, they didn't schedule it apparently. But I see that they were playing here.
Okay. Well, we can follow Helm's Knight.
So it looks on my screen that they were leading 8-2 in favor of Helm's Knight and Chicken Crossroad. So they should be playing at least one more game here.
No,
I can't see them playing.
I see Helm's Knight and Chicken playing the random pool against the 1500 and a 732. Is that their opponents? I wouldn't think so.
No, they must have made some kind of misclick or something. I guess.
Okay, hey Venomous, how are you doing? Oh, I should put the final score in the chat also. Not sure what's going on here. There is another match in the under 2000 section, actually two of them going on, which may well not be over. So we have.
No, I see they started their last
game.
Oh,
they did.
Here.
Okay.
It must have been a misclick that they pressed instead of rematch. They pressed new game. It's easy to happen. So.
Okay, and they are playing a team of two Israelis. So I'm not sure if these guys came in as a team or were manually partnered by us. The organizers, if individuals come in, we try to partner people from the same country whenever possible, so there's no language barrier. So our score right here is 8-2, favoring Chicken and Helm's Knight. It's impressive that their opponents have got 2 games off them.
Definitely, because Chicken Crossroad is the reigning world champion together with 12th Teen, and he's considered to be one of the best players out there. And Helm's Knight is the most famous player probably because she is a popular Bughouse streamer on her channel. You probably all the viewers probably have seen it, but she does nice Bughouse streams from time to time.
Yeah, not only is she a famous streamer, but she is also the voice of Bughouse on chess.com. those of you who use the partner communicator buttons rather than voice chat, if you turn on your volume, you will hear Helm's Knight's voice for the various pieces.
And she's also a very, very strong bug, because she's been playing for a long time, and both she and Chicken Cross are good friends, and they are very strong players. So they're one of the favorite teams in this tournament as well. So it's impressive. I know Shakaya is a very good player. He plays a lot, but I don't know the Mayor 1-on-1 so well. But to get 2 wins against this team it's good. And this position looks quite even. Helm's Knight has a dangerous attack on Shakaya. Queen E7 is coming here. So now Knight D6 maybe is not clear.
Yeah, not quite mate, but it's still a pretty crushing attack. This queen takes pawn is enough.
And they are up time, and a rook is coming also. Chicken will probably take the rook on B1 next too.
Could do pawn takes, could do queen takes pawn. Okay, sticking the pawn in. And that's mate. So final score 9-2, favoring Helm's Knight plus Chicken Cross Road. We have other games to watch. So I see. Let me see if I can follow one of these guys.
Yeah, Emilio Chess is playing his games. I see him in the list.
Okay. I can go for that one. Okay, Emilio's Chess. Let's follow him. And our score in this match is 6-3. So almost over, but not quite yet. Because it is first to 8. With a win by 2 condition. We'll try to change the title. Oops. Didn't work out. Let's see.
Yeah, so here we're watching a team from Mexico against a team from Poland. And I believe that these are probably friends that have joined together as a team. I would guess that. And yeah, it's fun to see new players. I don't know these players so much, but it's fun that we have got so many like new teams to the tournament. And now Mosipa from Poland is mated now, because when knight takes d7, it's queen f7 mate. And I don't think they're up a lot of time, but I don't think he shouldn't be able to win this. He has a lot of time, but the position
I don't like that bishop move,
not
though.
good.
Well, maybe the bishop move was fine, because otherwise the bishop was in take. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. But he's going to lose the knight. Why didn't he take the knight? That was a little... Oh, maybe because of this this covered attack, which would lose the queen.
So it's up 45 seconds, but the position is better for the Mexican, and the Mexican is also an FM, so he should be better at chess, because the player from Poland doesn't have a title, so he should win this quite comfortably.
Yes. If he shadows the bishop, he has an attack on g7, though. And let's remember, well, no, I was going to say he could always take the knight to help mate, but no, he can't, because it's just mate in one with the queen. So, Mosipa is, or sorry, Emilio Chess is never going to move. And this rook is pinned down on d1. XeresLT has to do is get his other rook in the game.
So the Polish player's best chance is to flag him here because there's only 15 seconds left, but he should be able to.
Yeah, they're promoting
he
the
will
pawn
even
now.
mate now.
And the score right now is 7-3, favoring the Mexican team of titled players. BWC immediately put in some pressure. We see this king's bishop is not moved. A light squared weakness has been created, although Mosipa would like something to put there, and he's going to put a knight there for now.
Yeah, and that's not a perfect piece because you actually would like a more like a pawn there, so you could fight for the light squares. That knight, it's better than nothing, but it's not really the right piece there. But of course, the position is very, very hard now because this knight on e6 is very strong. And when it leaves, then he can put in a pawn or a bishop or whatever down.
And it could potentially leave with check. But h5 is also weak. If Emilio Chess were to get a few pawns... Oh, it's not weak anymore. This is a great move to attack and defend. Maybe take that knight.
What the Polish players should do, because they're up time, they should actually sit a little bit, try to maybe let Mosipa play some moves, maybe move the queen and play e6 to the e7 to e6 to get like some development here. I don't know if this have been a team for this match, that the Polish players are up time but they are playing worse moves. Maybe that has been a theme because they were up in this game and has a worse position, and they also lost game.
I like bishop at d5 is a good option, even if knight takes. Oh, I would not have taken back. There was the threat. Okay, but it's still quite a good position. A bishop would be great. Might play knight takes bishop, and then hope for a bishop. The time is quite close.
And now he has knight f2 mate here. Josipov missed that.
Okay.
But the position was bad anyway. So they won this match because in under 2000 they only need to go to 8. So this match is over. It's because they're playing longer games. They only have to win to 8. So that was a fun match to watch also.
Yeah. So final score 8-3, favoring Emilio Chess and xeresLT. Probably this other match is already over, but we can check on it as well. We have Andreas Pirli 1. Let's see if we can follow him. Oh, they seem to still be playing. Our score right now is 7-3 though. So probably this is the last game of this match. So we are watching a team of Mexicans versus South Korea and the United Kingdom.
No, they're actually from Italy, it seems.
Oh, I'm sorry. The team of Italians versus the United Kingdom and South Korea.
Yeah, nice to see some Asian players from where I play from South Korea. Most buggers are from, I guess, from Europe and America. But it's nice to see some Asian players also joining.
A bishop would be quite good for Tim the Enchanter.
Yes, that's that would make it would still be good now. Bishop G8 here, and then
he would need
a
pawn would
only,
mate.
he would only need a pawn then. But his partner is
mated.
almost, and they're down. But he can go. He can run to H6.
He should.
He should do it at once. Yeah. Is it forced mate? It's close.
Yeah, I mean, he has to play it. So, okay, he did. That is very resourceful to use that existing bishop.
Yes, that's right. To let the room,
and now
the rook go.
Rook H3 followed by Rook H4 is quite
right.
Good.
And in this position, the Ferrari Rifa, he should just move his king here to whatever. Like if you're in check, you move your king. Like don't think. Like just move the king.
And he found the mate.
But yeah, maybe he could sit because they were so up.
And that is match point. So final score 8-3. And our previous match was 8-3 as well. So interesting. And this favors Lock and Quay and Ferrari 27. So I'm not aware of any other BWC matches coming up. I will reload this page here. Yeah, we had 3 that were on the calendar for 3 p.m. Eastern time, and it turns out there were 4 of them, including the Helms Knight Chicken Cross Road match. We've looked at all of them, although one we saw the whole match, the Jefferyx and catask, and the others we just saw the last few games of the 3 other teams. So I believe that's it for Bughouse World Championship for today. Oh, but we're getting a big raid by Mr. Chess MX. I really appreciate it. Give him a shout out. Last seen playing chess. I'm gonna check out this stream real quick, just because I wonder whether he was one of the players. Yeah, it looks like he was playing Bughouse. So I believe it's probably the Mexican team we were watching earlier.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's nice that we have so many players streaming Bughouse.
Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't get to watch your whole match, but we saw your last couple games. So for those who don't know, I'm primarily a Bughouse streamer, and I'm also one of the co-organizers of this event. Pleased to see so many people playing. And I believe the Mexican team was titled players, and they won their match. So congratulations for winning your match this week. There were actually 4 different Bughouse World Championship matches scheduled for the same time. We watched the whole match of Jefferyx and catask, who went 9-0 versus their opponents. And then we watched the very last game of Helms Knight and Chicken Cross Road in the open section, who won their match by, I believe, 9-3. Or no, 9-2 was it? Let me check the final score. 9-2 favoring Helms Knight Chicken Cross Road. And then we saw the last match of Emilio Chess and X Berely versus Mosipa and L Josipov, and I assume that our Raiders, Mr. Chess MX, was one of the 2 Mexican players. So that was an 8-3 result favoring Emilio Chess and X Barely. And finally, we watched the last game of the match of Andreas Perley 1 and Tim the Enchanter versus Lock and Quay and Ferrari Fan 27. So this was a South Korean and someone from the United Kingdom versus a team of Italians. And the higher rated team, which was the mixed team from South Korea and the United Kingdom, Lock and Quay and Ferrari Fan, won their game. Oh, I see Ferrari Fan is here as well. Great to see you, Ferrari Fan. Congratulations, Ferrari Fan 27. Congratulations on your win. And yeah, you guys were finding the right moves the one game we watched at least. We were wondering whether Lock and Quay would find the rook moves to mate without needing to drop the bishop and the pawn, and he indeed found them. So congratulations on your win. I don't see any other games we can observe. Midnight Fox, would you like to play a few games in the random pool, or are you busy right now?
No, we can do that. Let's do that.
Let's do that. So Midnight Fox is another co-organizer of this tournament. Okay, can I press the play button?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
And I believe he is also playing in the tournament.
Yeah, and I get to play my